So, what would make me a better person? What should I be doing?
But being a part of the society that kills trillions of beings in your delusional holocaust,
How should I do that? How should I do that?
kill yourself, obviously.
Nice. Okay, thank you very much. You think
Yeah.
like the most moral thing to do is to kill yourself?
Yeah, if you're part of a society that's killing trillions of people and there's no other solution, kill yourself. You're just killing people. You're just being a harm to the world.
Got you. So you would tell everybody to kill themselves?
Yeah, every vegan to kill himself since they're part of this delusional holocaust.
Oh, nobody else's?
Yeah, because nobody else believes it's a holocaust. It's actually not a holocaust. It's
Okay.
just the vegans who believe it is.
So your
But you're still
argument
sitting there thinking
for
there's a holocaust.
continuing to
Makes you a terrible
continue
person.
to eat animals is for vegans to kill themselves.
Yeah. No, I don't eat. I don't eat animals. I only eat animals when vegans tell me not to.
Oh, so what is this argument for? What's the
So if
point?
you're vegan
What
and you
happens
think
when
there's
all
a
the vegans
holocaust
die?
going on and you're doing nearly nothing about it, the only solution here is to do something that's actually going to make a difference. Because you're sitting there supporting a society that's killing trillions of animals, even if it's just in your mind. It's just in your mind that it's killing millions of people, trillions of people, but it's still in your mind. You think it's happening. So you should be getting out of that society or you're just a bad person. You've got the option. There's plenty of ways to kill yourself. There's places you could move to. Like, why don't you go move to a third world country and just go live out in the forest in your little homestead where you don't kill any animals. You just sit there and make wheat all day or something. See how long you last out there. Instead of killing trillions of imaginary beings just by existing.
Animals don't exist.
No, they're not beings. You think they're
Wait,
beings. You're
wait, hold on one
delusional.
second. I don't know what that word means. What's a being? Or beings?
Person?
A human being?
Yeah.
You think vegans think animals are humans?
No, I think you think they have rights. I think you think that they're smart. I think you think that they deserve rights, all that, which they don't, by the way. That's why you're
What
delusional.
rights do you think I think animals have?
The ability to live, the ability to not be used.
Okay. Why don't you eat meat?
Well, I don't like it.
Oh, so it's not for any moral reason.
No, I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I'll eat chicken. Chicken's good. I had a steak
So,
today as well.
so
But I
earlier
just
when
ate the
I
steak
asked you
because
the
I didn't.
question, your argument for continuing to eat meat, for continuing to slaughter animals, to commodify animals, to factory
Yeah,
farm animals, is uh,
I'm talking about in
vegans
general. I
aren't
eat
doing their
chicken.
best. So
Yes, that's valid.
since they're not doing their best, well, one, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing because they're delusional, and two, if they want to do their best, they should kill themselves.
Yeah, because you're supporting a society that kills trillions of imaginary beings every single year. And you're
Right.
supporting that society. That's just messed up.
So is everybody
Even if you don't
else.
kill
But
even
for
if you
some
don't kill the
reason,
beings,
you
you're still
think,
messed up.
yeah, yeah, so does everybody else. Right. Like, to exist is to displace others to cause suffering. Do you think all people should kill themselves, or are you just biased here?
No, I don't think people should kill themselves. I just think you're in a delusional reality, and since you believe it, you believe so much that that reality is real. Like the only solution to help a society that was in that situation
You think
would be to
I'm
get out of that society, even
delusional
if it's killing yourself.
in
Yeah,
that I one
you think
second,
that
one
they're
second.
people. They're not
Sorry,
people.
I'm trying to ask you a question. If you wouldn't interrupt me, that would be awesome. You think that believing animals are slaughtered by the trillions is delusional? Like that doesn't
No,
happen?
I'm saying that thinking animals are equal to people or near equal to
Oh, I
people
don't
and have
believe that.
rights
I
is
don't know.
delusional.
I don't know why you're telling me I believe things that I don't believe. I don't believe that. We
So
haven't
why do you care
established
if I
that.
kill animals?
Why do I care that you kill animals?
Yeah,
Do you kill animals?
yeah. I've gone hunting before, bro.
Cool. Why do you do that?
Because I wanted to. It's fun.
Uh-huh. So
You gotta like what's wrong about it if they aren't
wait,
people?
why
If
do you keep begging the question? Have I like made a prescription about it being wrong or something? Or are you like
so you're not a vegan, is what you're
you're
saying.
reading like my brain presumably, right?
So
I didn't know you
are
were a
you saying you're not a
superhero.
vegan?
No, we can have a
I am.
conversation
I
and you
drink
can
soy milk, so
establish
I'm
what
smarter
I
than
am
everybody else.
or am not without you assuming things about me that may or may not be
All
true.
right, why don't you state it, buddy? Why don't you state it?
Why don't you relax and have a normal conversation, buddy?
I don't have
Anyways,
normal conversations.
yeah, that's fine. Anyways, what's it called? So, like, let's say, like, like this weekend I want to go hunting. Um, humans, because I want to. You wouldn't be opposed to that, right?
I would be opposed to that because they're not animals.
Uh huh. That's it. Just because they're not animal.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they're not animals.
What
They're
makes
people.
an animal an animal?
Well, can't tell me it's not an animal, for one thing. That's just the most basic.
Okay. And that like this is like as sophisticated of your model of animal traits is just that other people can't tell you that they're not animals.
Other people can't tell me that they're not animals.
That's what you just
Other people
said.
can tell me that. No, other people can tell me that they're not animals.
So why did you just say that is your criteria for what an animal is?
I mean, if I did say that, you get my point.
I don't.
That's tragic
And you
then.
did say that, yes.
Well, I must
So,
have said wrong then.
oh, that's fine. I'm not gonna hold you to something that you say like is misinformative. Um, what is your criteria of what an animal is?
An animal's something that can't talk. They can't tell me that it's not an animal.
No, no, sorry, excuse me. Um, I want to be very clear. I'd ask you what an animal is not. I'm asking you what an animal is.
Yeah, an animal can't tell me that it's
Yeah,
not an animal.
you're giving me negative traits. I want you to tell me positive traits. What is true about animals that is like
Walk on four legs. Some of them walk on four legs.
some animals walk on four legs. I'm actually, if you
Yeah,
don't
there's
mind
one.
bearing with me, that is a good one by the way. I'm gonna type these out as we go along just so that I don't forget, because I'm a forgetful fella. Damn, where's my notes at? All right. So, well, I'm sorry, but I like traits that are true of all animals, right? So when we say some, it already doesn't apply to some, like the other animals, right? So, what are traits that are true of all animals?
The inability to speak, the inability to communicate, having no emotions.
The inability to speak. Sorry, what was the second one?
The inability to communicate.
Well, that's the same as, I guess, like maybe you can communicate other than language, so that's fair, probably. And then they don't have emotions, right? Lack of emotion.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Is there more?
that's all I'm thinking of.
Okay, so let's start with the inability to speak. Like when you say that, like, do you mean speak to human beings?
Yeah,
Ah,
can't teach it a spoken language.
okay, cool. And then when you say the inability to communicate, do you mean communicate with human beings?
Yeah,
Okay. And is this like, by the way, I'm right now we're like clarifying and adding on to something you already said. I don't want you to agree with me and I add on to these things and later you say, oh, that's not what I meant. I just meant the first thing that I like said, right? Are you cool with me? Like I'm gonna read these back to you. So far we have uh, the characteristics of an animal is the inability to speak to human beings. Is this accurate to what you believe?
yeah.
Okay. And then, secondly, we have the secondary characteristic of an animal is the inability to communicate to human beings.
Advanced communication.
You'll have to be now. You have to elaborate more. I don't know what advanced communication is.
Only conveys a concept other than just a general thing like I'm scared.
So, hmm, okay, fair enough. Um, let's say like the inability to express concepts to human beings. Is that accurate?
Yeah,
Okay,
we don't have them in the first place. So there's no way to express them.
sure. Yeah, that follows. Sure. And then lack of emotion. This is true for all animals. Is that accurate?
Advanced ones
Uh,
like love.
love. Okay. Um, and how, like, if we were to, like, let's say animals did have the ability to love, right? You're saying they don't. And we were observing this. What would that look like?
Well, though you would have, well, if they could communicate, you would know. There would be an actual connection going between more than just having kids together.
When you say communicate, you don't mean language necessarily. So, what sort of communication are you getting at?
Any, something that conveys a concept.
Right. So, I'll need you to give me all of the examples possible because I need to know what we are like.
You know,
What
maybe you're
you.
flashing lights in a certain sequence. Maybe you
Huh?
look a certain way. I don't know. There's so many ways you can communicate.
Wait, what's the flashing lights thing? I'm not sure I understand.
Pretty sure fiber optic is just flashing lights. You can also use electrical signals.
Wait, what
There's
does that
plenty of
what's that
ways to
have to do
communicate.
with? Oh, in terms of oh, you're saying like they could communicate like love to each other like through like some sort of like fiber optic like Morse code
Yeah.
style thing. Okay, sure. I see. And so, what would that like signal correlate to though? Would it correlate to some like physiological feeling of love, or like what would that what does that correlate to in your view?
You mean what does it correlate to?
Right. So, like the fiber optic thing, like you're saying animals can't communicate, but like we could conceive of them being able to communicate through like so like let's say like there's like a light, right? Like a fiber optic light, and there's like a fiber optic wire like connected to their body somehow, and when they're expressing love to each other, it's communicated to us because the light turns on. It flashes a certain way, right? I'm asking you, what about animals would cause that to happen? What would cause that signal to occur other than them expressing love, right? Like, what are they like perhaps feeling? Um, do you understand my question?
We'd be feeling love. I don't really understand what you're saying here.
Yeah, what does love arise from? Like, is love like
It's just there.
it's just there? Okay. So how would we know? Like, if humans weren't able to communicate, like how would we know?
We'd see a connection between the two things.
Can you elaborate more?
Well, they'd feel remorse for each other. If one of them died, the other one would be sad that it died, other than just the fact that it's not there and
Okay.
not there to have kids.
Okay. Cool beans. Is there anything else that you believe needs to be true about a individual, whatever, for it to be considered an animal?
Or to be an animal,
Yeah, yeah.
that's pretty much it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you